and welcome the Melford Unit Comprehensive Collegiate Graduation Exercise. My name is Jerry Heflin. Today's ceremony will begin with the procession of the graduates along with the presentation of diplomas. The graduates will be entering the stage in alphabetical order through the archway. They will proceed to the center of the stage where they will pause for a picture and receive their diploma. After receiving their diploma, you will exit down the stairs and begin to pause the picture. Parents, please feel free to come to the front and take pictures. I will hold them as long as you need. Reminder to please turn off your cell phone to silent this morning. Mrs. Michelle Stribehauser and Mr. Jeff Peterson will now join me on stage for the presentation of the diploma.
John Andel. Princess Aaliyah Bagson. Luke Baumgartner. Jada Byrne. Sophie Biker. Angelito Capillo. Clark Chester. Clover Childs. Haley Day. Larish Davila. Kaylin D. Alyssa Durrell. Luke Hagerman. Leah Elliott. Logan Inglaw. Hayden Evenson. Craig Bensky. Cadence Lada. Elliot Liddell. Kaylin Fraser. Hayden Gendel. Bethany Goy. Mercedes Grote. Jude Grossman. Keely Hadley. Amy Hancock. Alexis Haven. Ryan Holmstrom. Newell. Adishawa Ige. Lexi Iron. Lizzie Johnson. Harris Kellington. Georgia Kazema. McKenna Klink. Benjamin Knudsen. Grayson Cole. Kira Lasby. Sophie Lasby. Brock Leland. Kira Lummerding. Brooke McCaffrey. John Mina. Tyson Mosley. Torque Munchow. Mason Bromwich. Jaden Quidel. Kat Quigley. Samantha Reed. Joshua Ramonde. Luis Marco Ricaport. Alexis Rice. Lewis Rogers. Riley Rogers. Lauren Rawls. Rachel Siwa. Aiden Skipton. Lady Sikoski. Hudson Sutherland. Caitlin Spratt. Lucas Steffen. Liam Stewart. Landon Taylor. Toby Taylor. Tristan Taylor. Reese Talosky. time, we would like to recognize several staff members that are leaving with this year's graduating class. Mavis Peters. Jerry Heffernan. Michelle Sturdy Howard. Jerome Linnell. Kelsey Nick. And Jennifer Selton.
As you can see, that was not part of my program. I would now like to welcome to the stage our Master of Ceremonies for this morning, our Student Activities Association Presidents, Hudson South and Toby Taylor.
Good morning. My name is Toby Taylor.
My name is Hudson South, and we are pleased to be here in front of you all this morning.
As we gather here on this special occasion, we acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory and the homeland of the Métis. We pay our respect to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Please rise if you are able for the singing of our national anthem. I would now like to call on a man who needs no introduction, the face of our school, Mr. Jerry Jerbear Heffernan.
Good morning, graduates, parents, staff, family, and friends. Congratulations, Grad graduates. We finally made it to this momentous occasion. Notice I said we, as I finally got to graduate too. While you have completed the shorter journey of 13 years of schooling, it has taken me over 50 years to reach the end of my secondary education. To be honest, writing this speech has been a greater struggle for me compared to previous ones. I even attempted to use artificial intelligence, specifically ChatGPT, but I realized that most of the material generated has likely been covered in the essays you have diligently worked on and submitted as your own. However, the realization came to me that no one has really paid attention to me for the last, and I realized this morning I thought it was 16 speeches. So I decided to self-plagiarize for my 17th and final graduation speech, using a compilation of previous speeches. As we embark on our next stage together, there are many similarities. Our families are very proud of our accomplishments we have made to this point. But as the day unfolds, our families' faces will change to sullen and sad expression as the realization hits. Tomorrow, living in my house is an unemployed deadbeat. True story of my own life. So graduates, as we approach this major change in our lives, I will share with you the lessons I have learned when I graduated first time. First, in life, always try to smile, laugh, and be pleasant. This may sound trivial, it is not. People appreciate being around others who have these characteristics. I've encountered countless people over the years who simply make me feel better about myself by the positive aura they give off. Next is the challenge of facing the unknown. For many years, our days have been scheduled for us, and I'm a little unsure if I will know when to use the washroom without hearing the bell. But this newfound freedom will lead you to opportunities you will have never dreamt for yourself. Be open to any and all possibilities, both in your personal life and your future career. I would never have dreamt this quiet, reserved farm boy would end up being administrator of MUCC. Next, life must be fun. Enjoy it. And the need for kindness is also essential. And you need to work at both. Remember, demonstrating that you enjoy life and being kind to others is contagious. And even the smallest acts can have a ripple effect, making the world around you a better place. Here's one that's very hard to do. Be strong enough to say, I don't know. When you don't know or understand something, and such a time may come even after your superior education at MUCC. When you don't know, say so. Don't guess, don't fake. If you don't have the answer, say so. These 7 words have often worked out very well for me. I don't know, but I'll find out. And for me, that has meant getting up from behind my desk, leaving my office, and asking Mrs. Peters. If you think you are done learning, you are not. Learning is lifelong. You will encounter these challenges and opportunities in the years to come. Some of you will go on to further your education, some of you will start your careers, and others will travel the world. The guidance you receive from your parents and the education you receive from MUCC have given you the skills and abilities you need to adapt. Whatever you choose to do in life, you need to keep learning. Remember that your brain is like a muscle, and it will continue to grow and grow as you continue learning. No matter what path you choose, know that learning is a fundamental aspect of growth and success. Lastly, remember the importance of character and integrity. No matter what path you choose in life, try to be a person possessing these characteristics. Be honest. Always find ways to be sincere in your words and actions. Be respectful. Treat others with dignity and that they have value. Be empathetic. Demonstrate understanding and compassion towards others. Show perseverance. Be determined and show resilience in pursuing your goals and do not give up in facing setbacks. Show humility. Attempt to show modesty and avoid self-centeredness. Lastly, show self-discipline. Exercise self-control and willpower that supports your values and principles. You have your whole life ahead of you to shape and strengthen your character, but it can shatter in an instant. Think before you do. So graduates, let us use this moment to reflect on the past and look forward to our future. Remember your roots and the importance of the values of integrity and character. Be open-minded and consider the roads you travel very carefully. And to sum up, using Dr. Seuss's words, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Heffernan, for that hard work. We would like to call upon Mr. Kevin Graham to bring greetings from the Northeast School Division.
Good morning, parents, grandparents, friends, family members, teachers, administrators, and most of all, the graduates. This morning I bring greetings on behalf of the Northeast School Division, of which I'm the board chair. Before I address the graduates, though, I'd just like to take a quick second and thank a couple of people, particularly Mr. Heffernan and Mrs. Hauser, as well as the other staff members who are retiring this year. Thank you for your leadership and congratulations on your retirement. So today is a special day. So today is a special day. To the parents first, I'd like to address you. Congratulations. Your hard work has finally paid off. To the students, to the graduates, congratulations on achieving this huge milestone. Today is a day you'll look back and remember the good times and the bad. The friends you've made, the sports you've played, skills and musical talents you've developed. And while today is a day to look back, it is also a day to look forward. Although the world appears to be a scary place, the future is truly bright. Now, some of you have chosen a career path, and some have not. It really doesn't matter. You are all capable of achieving great things. So wherever the future takes you, continue to learn and build upon the great foundation you've received here at NUCC. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. We'd now like to introduce Deputy Mayor Brian Pang to bring greetings from the City of Melfort.
Good morning, grads, families, teachers, and all guests here. My name is Brian Hang, currently Deputy Mayor of Melfort. It is an absolute honor to speak to you today on behalf of the City of Melfort. Mayor George sends his congratulations and apologies as he is unable to attend this event today. Graduation, this is huge. You have all made it to the end of the first chapter in life. Congratulations. Be proud of yourselves. You all have a wide open future in front of you. For roughly about 17-ish years, all you grads have had an umbrella of love, caring, and education to help protect you, guide you, and prepare you for the future. I think this is where I'm supposed to give you some words of wisdom about the future. Well, me and Wise, we've not always traveled the same road together. So what I would like to do is just give you a few little tidbits of advice based on experience. First, work hard, work smart. There will be things that you want in life, things like careers, homes, building your own families. There may be even smaller stuff like vehicles, trips, and such. Believe me when I say that each and every one of you deserve all your hopes and dreams to come true. However, none of you have earned it yet. Don't ever let somebody else work harder than you to get what you want. Go out there, earn it, take it, because you do deserve it, every one of you. Second, learn fast. Pay attention to the world around you, because every day you can learn something new. Take up a hobby, sport, or side hustle that drives that passion within you. Years down the road, these are the skills and information that can help give you an edge to get those things that you've hoped and dreamed about for years. And finally, I think this really is the easiest one out of them all. Do not be a jerk. Treat people in the world around you the way you want to be treated yourself. Show respect, kindness, empathy, courtesy to all those you interact with. These traits will help make your life a little bit easier and a lot more enjoyable. But enough of all that. Today is monumentous. Grads, please take a moment and look around at your fellow students. You have all done it. The doorway is now open to the future, and the future is each and every one of you. Can I get everyone up to give a huge round of applause for these amazing young adults as they enter into the real world? Let's go, Grads! It's an honor to speak in front of everyone here today. You're not done with me just yet. There's a gentleman coming up to the stage at the moment. I'd like to explain something special in the world around us. It's called the Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee Medallion. To explain this better, this is one of the highest honors that can be received by any individual in the country. It signifies an outstanding commitment to your community in the fields of health, special services, volunteerism, and in this case, education. Local MLA Todd Gowdy is joining me in presenting this final medallion of the year. I'll let Mr. Gowdy take it from here, and thank you all for allowing me the honor to speak here today in front of all of you. Have a great time.
I don't think this is on. Jerry Gerber, that's So, just on behalf of the province of Saskatchewan and the parents, being a father of 4 grads that have gone through the school and 2 to come, I can clearly speak for not just the province, not just the community, but specifically the people who are sitting in this gym today, and all of these students, that you are a man. And I was talking to my wife a little earlier on our way in, and she had said, you could just describe Gary Heffernan as a good man. A man who is strong and who is humble. And I think that the description of the man that we've all been privileged to have help us raise our children. And a man who today we want to honor. So here's a bit of his diploma, possibly, and we're going to hang this on your chest. And it's strange enough, you're supposed to wear it for the day, Jerry. So I didn't take it off, so I relates to it. But if I can get it out of class.
Thank you, Mr. Ing, for those wise words.
I would now like to introduce Sophie Biker to give the address to the parents.
Good morning. My name is Sophie Biker, and I'm honored to be offering the address to the parents and guardians on behalf of the 2023 graduating class. Parents and guardians, you should be extremely proud of your graduate. And as for the students, you should be endlessly thankful for everything that your parents have done for you over the years. It is definitely not easy being a teenager, but being a parent to one is even more challenging. We all know we have tested our parents' boundaries and gotten on their last nerve more than a few times. The patience it takes to be a parent is one that we cannot understand until we become one ourselves. Some of us may be best friends with our parents, where others may not have the best relationship with theirs. But regardless of that status, thank you for always being there for us and supporting us through our schooling, sports, and activities. Whether it was driving us to games or practice, helping us with math at the kitchen table even though it made us cry, or being there to watch us do the things we love the most, thank you. From our first steps to walking across this stage today, you've been with us through it all. The diploma that we received today is as much a reflection of our parents as it is of us. Without the roof over our heads, food on the table, and loving arms to come home to, we wouldn't have made it this far. The impact on a child's life from their parents and guardians is one of the greatest. I'd say we've all turned out pretty good for the most part. We may have answered, I don't know, or nothing, every time you asked us what we learned at school, but I promise we really did learn a thing or two. Thank you so much for holding our hands along the way, but also making sure to let us fall down every once in a while. You've taught us the strength it takes to get back up on our own and the courage it takes to persevere. You have taught us as much as our teachers have and imprinted more on us than you could ever imagine. We are who we are today because of you. I truly believe that the apple does not fall far from the tree, so thank you for being the best role models and teachers that any kid could ask for. We really appreciate you. I would like to end with a quote by an unknown author for the graduating class of 2023. Love your parents. We are so busy growing up, we often forget that they are also growing old. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie Pfeiffer, for acknowledging special people in our lives. I would now like to introduce Princess Exit to give the address to the school.
Good morning, family, friends, and staff. I am Princess Exit. I am honored to be up here and be given the opportunity to thank the lovely staff here. It's still unreal how my fellow schoolmates and I are graduating. The past 5 years of middle and high school have been an interesting roller coaster. The first 3 years of middle school seemed pretty normal. We were all excited to be part of MECC and be able to join the sports and clubs that were offered to us. This school has given us many opportunities. With the help of the older students and the amazing teachers, grade 7 was fun and a special year to remember. I don't know how the middle years teachers can stay calm and handle students in grade 7 to 9, because wow, we were wild. It's a good thing that we've matured, well, at least some of us. In grade 8, my classmates and I decided to play hide and seek during mid-basketball weekend, and I was it. I was hunting for them in the off-limits equipment room, and they jumped out to scare me. I screamed so loud that one of the basketball players saw us and snitched on us to Mr. Heffernan. Then Mr. Heffernan came over and said, "You guys, you're not supposed to be in here. Either sit in the balcony or I'll tell your parents." I had never been scared of Mr. Heffernan until that moment. I saw him at the church the next day, and I tried so hard to avoid eye contact with him. But come on, Mr. Heffernan, we were trying to have some fun. I remember the first week of March 2020, when I had Mrs. Faye as my science teacher. I recall telling her how COVID was going to hit us, and she said, "Nah, I don't think so, Princess." Well, I am proud to say, I told you so, Mrs. Faye. When COVID happened, we were so excited because we got to go home. But we never expected that we would have to follow strange protocols and quarantine. Who here actually did online school when we were sent home? To be honest, I tried my best, but me doing school in my cozy room is not a good combination. Then, grade 10 came. We were all back from being isolated for months. It was nice to finally be back to normal, but it wasn't the normal we were used to. We had to wear masks, sanitize our hands, stay 6 feet apart, and have the block system, which had its pros and cons. The janitors did a great job keeping the school clean and sanitized. If we didn't have caring janitors to clean up after teenagers, I don't know what our school would look like. I don't want to know. In grade 10, I had Mr. Rogers as my history teacher. I used to think he was scary, but once you get to know him and stay on his good side, he's one of the nicest people you'll meet. As a matter of fact, I'm now his favorite exit. I will never forget when Rachel tried to rip off Mr. Kalo's toenail in grade 11 during math class. He told us how he stubbed his toe and the nail was about to fall off, and Rachel volunteered to take care of it. That was very nice, Rachel, but totally gross. In school activities, such as games, family feuds, or anything with a team of teachers in it, we quickly learned who were the competitive ones. Usually it's Mr. Gray. In any of the grade 12 versus teachers game, we all know who won. It was us, students. Even though the teachers claimed victory. Having activities like these creates a bond between the staff and the team. The MUCC staff may seem strict or even scary, but once you get to know who they are, you can become best friends with them. They are warm-hearted, kind, supportive, and helpful people. They just want the best for you. The staff here are like a big family. As I walk down the hallways, I see teachers standing, talking, and smiling together. Like, what could they be talking about? Who knows? Mrs. Margolis, Mrs. Lidke, and the students who help out in the cafeteria. Thank you for making delicious meals for us. I will miss the smell of fresh cooked food and baked goods. Mrs. Crozen, Mrs. Geyer, and Mrs. Peters, you beautiful people. Thank you for keeping everyone in mind. If you went home sick, needed one of you to help us with our boo-boos, or make sure that the teachers got their attendance done, while answering calls and emails, you were happy to help. You kept this roller coaster on track. We really appreciate what you've done for us. There are amazing, caring, loving teachers here in the building. They are always open to help a student, whether it has to do with school or just life. I'll never forget the personal relationships I've made with a few of my own teachers. Finally, to Mr. Heffernan, Mrs. Peters, Mrs. Struphauser, Mrs. South, Mr. Liddell, and Mr. Dick. You have left a significant impact on our lives and in the school. Mr. Heffernan, we will miss joking around with you. Mrs. Peters, it'll be weird hearing someone else's voice in the intercom for the next kiddos. Mrs. Struby, the SAA member will miss having you help around the school. Mrs. South, we will miss seeing your beautiful smile. Mr. Liddell, everyone will miss your humor. I know, right? Mr. Liddell and humor. Never thought you'd see that coming. Mr. Dick, I know for sure Mr. Sorshed will miss you a lot, because now he doesn't have a partner in crime who will be taking videos and pictures with him. The staff and graduates will surely miss these wonderful people. Good luck to all of you. Thank you to the staff for educating us, forming us into the people we've become, and creating an environment where we had fun while learning. Thank you.
Princess, the teacher's one. At this time, I ask presenters of the scholarships that appear on the first side of the scholarship page to proceed to the back of the stage. Following the scholarships and awards presentation, we will have the valedictory address, which will bring the exercise. I wish to recognize and give thanks to a few groups of people. The first are those responsible for organizing graduation 2023. Thank you to the staff and scholarship committee for providing leadership and guidance for the various facets of today's event. Thank you to the tech team for making this and all other technology-related aspects of the ceremony possible. Please join me in saying thank you to all of these students. Scholarships and bursaries at NUCC are distributed amongst numerous graduates. The selection of recipients for specific awards are made by the donors, by committees representing the donors, or by the NUCC Scholarship Committee. Selections are made in line with established criteria. Today, through the generosity of the individuals, businesses, and organizations, and a number of scholarships and awards were presented. Please join me once again in showing our appreciation to our donors. Now, I would like to introduce Local 22 Melfort Elder Anne Amiot, representing the Métis Nation of Eastern Region 2.
How's that? Better? I would like to introduce local students that I'm presenting with our cultures sash. I'm presenting on behalf of Métis Nation, Eastern Region 2, and Métis Local 22 from Melfort. I'd like to present one to Robert Childs. Also to Lisa Jansen.
My name is Nathan Carlson, and I'm here to begin with the scholarship and illustrate presentations. Presenting this year's Amy Milne Memorial Award is Mr. Dean Armstrong. This is given to a senior student who has been supportive of the Fine Arts program and has shown leadership and enthusiasm in areas including drama, yearbook, or tech team. Congratulations, Alexis Haven. This year's Athletic Leadership Award is being presented by Mr. Lane Gerwig. This is given to recognize both a male and female student who have been involved in intramurals and school teams. They are both enthusiastic, sportsmanlike leaders. Congratulations, Dishua Yige and Tristan Taylor. Next is the Lighted Torch Award, being presented by Mrs. Shell Hauser. This is to celebrate a student who has shown leadership in SAA, special events, school, and volunteer organizations. This student readily accepts responsibility and is reliable, always gets the job done with a smile on his face. Congratulations, John Mina. This year's Sastel Pioneer Award is being presented by Mr. Graham Cale. It is for $100 and is presented to a student who exemplifies volunteerism and contributes to the betterment of the school community. Congratulations, Logan England. And next, Mr. Dean Armstrong to present the Sean Connor Memorial Scholarship for $100. This scholarship is to recognize an individual who shows talent and perseverance and is interested in pursuing engineering. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan in the fall of 2024. Congratulations, Hayden Gendel. This year's Cheyenne GM Scholarship is Mr. Matt Carson. This is given to a student who is continuing their education at a technical school, university, or certified training school. This year's recipient is planning to pursue engineering at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations,
to Reese Tom. Calculus Award for $200 being presented by Mr. Jerome Linnell. It is awarded to the top calculus student in the graduating class with a calculus average of 90%. This year's recipient is Ken Clement. Present this year's Josh Solson Vanos Memorial Scholarship for $200 is Mr. Adrian Orgeron. This award is to recognize a grade 12 band student who is continuing post-secondary education. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Lewis Rogers. Dedication and commitment to the archery program, positive attitude, and determination to meet the same personal goals. They have shown respect toward their coaches, exhibit leadership, skills, and encourage fellow archers. This year's recipient is representing Canada at the World Archery Championships in South Africa this summer. Congratulations, Lizzie. This year's ANSAS Character and Academic Award for $250 is being presented by Dr. and Mrs. Long. Criteria is to recognize excellence in character and academic achievement for students of African descent. This year's recipient will study psychology at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Nishiwa Iping.
Class of 1985 Citizenship Award for $250. It is being presented by Ms. Michelle Struby Hauser. This award is to recognize a student who has shown through both action and word that they possess the qualities and characteristics of volunteerism and community responsibility. Congratulations, Alexis Haven. Award for $250 is being presented by Mr. Dean Armstrong. This is given to a deserving student continuing post-secondary education. This year's recipient plans to pursue architectural studies at the University of Toronto. Congratulations, John Nina. The Melfort Minor Football Award for $250 is being presented by Mr. David Russell. It is awarded to a student who has participated in minor football, both as a player and coach. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Nathan Tondell. Chartered Professional Accountants Awards. We have two at $250 are being presented by Mr. Matt Carson. The recipients are determined by the sponsor of the award. Congratulations, Rachel Siwa and Liam Stewart. H&R Block Scholarship for $300 is being presented by Mr. Lane Gerwig. This year's recipient plans to study dental hygiene at the U of S. Congratulations, Alyssa Durrell. Memorial Scholarship for $300 is being presented by Mr. Jordan Austin. It is given to a deserving student who has maintained part-time employment throughout high school. This year's recipient plans to attend the College of Nursing at the University of Regina. Congratulations, Samantha Reed. The Accession Chapter 96 Order of the Eastern Star Award for $500 will once again be presented by Mr. Jordan Awesome. This is given to a deserving student continuing on to post-secondary studies who is a relative of a member of the Eastern Star. This year's recipient has been accepted to the U of S College of Agriculture. Congratulations, Lewis Rogers. The Al Robertson Kinsman Scholarship for $500 will be presented by Mr. Travis McConaughey. This award is presented to a student who fulfills a leadership role in the school and community while being actively involved in volunteerism. This year's recipient will attend the U of X. Congratulations, Aiden Skipper. Memorial Scholarship for $500 was established by Chase's family to honor his memory. It is presented to a grade 12 band student who has been involved in band and in school sport. It will be presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. This year's recipient plans to study engineering at the U of S. Congratulations, Harris Kellington. Doctors Anandi and Justina and the Buka Scholarship for $500 is to recognize a student of African descent who has demonstrated good school spirit and participation in a variety of activities. It will be presented today by Mrs. Kelly Linnell. This year's recipient plans to study psychology at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Adishwa Ige. At this time, I would like to call forward all the remaining scholarship presenters to make their way backstage. And I would also like to introduce Mrs. Dawn Johnson to continue with the awards.
Our next award is the Graham Family Memorial Scholarship, valued at $500, and being presented today by Mr. Nicholas Vanian. Like Graham, the recipient must have been involved in high school team sport, been respectful to and respected by fellow students, teachers, and coaches, proudly represent MCC, and volunteer his or her time with younger students. This year's recipient plans to study kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan. Please congratulate Kristen Taylor. Next, we have the Laverne Morrison Memorial Award, valued at $500, being presented today by Mr. Jim Morrison. This award was created to recognize Mr. Morrison's dedication to education and athletics. It's awarded to a student who exhibits proficiency in math and competes in high school track and field. Our recipient this year plans to attend the University of Calgary. Please congratulate Viet Elliott. Next, we have our Legion Hockey Fund bursaries, and there are 7 of them, each at $500, being presented today by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. The criteria for this award is to have satisfactory academic standing, and they must be a descendant of a veteran, Canadian Forces, or RCMP member. The 7 recipients this year are Jada Berg, Luke Eggerman, Hayden Gendel, Georgia Kazema, Caitlin Spratt, Reese Tom, and Zara Young. Now we have the McConaughey Award, valued at $500, being presented by Jackie McConaughey. The student must attend a post-secondary institution, fulfill a leadership role, and be actively involved in the community through volunteering. The recipient plans to attend the University of Saskatchewan College of Kinesiology. Please congratulate Tristan Taylor. Next, we have the Melfort Cadet Scholarships. There are 2, valued at $500 each, being presented by Shannon Marshall. These awards are presented to students who fulfill leadership roles in the school and community. Our 2 recipients this year are Princess Bagsit and Alexis Haven. Now we have the Melfort Wildlife Federation Bursary, valued at $500, being presented by Mr. Jordan Dawson. The criteria is someone who is pursuing a career in environment or resource management or a wildlife-oriented field. This recipient plans to take resource management at the U of S. Please congratulate Logan Engwat. Now we have our MMP Business Award, valued at $500, being presented by Mrs. Lindsay Johnstone. This has been selected by the sponsors and must be a student taking an accounting program. So our recipient this year plans to attend the Edwards School of Business, the U of S. Please congratulate Kaylin Dean. now have the Ora Sugar Community Service Award, and there are two valued at $500 each, being presented by Ms. Michelle Gordon. The criteria for this award is to recognize a student for service to their community. Our two recipients are Keely Hadwin and John Mina. Our next award is from the class of 1962, valued at $500, being presented by Mrs. Sheila Jensen. This student has plans to study kinesiology at the University of Saskatchewan. Please congratulate Mason Cronich. Our next award is the Prairie North Cooperative Association Awards. There are two, valued at $500 each, being presented by Mrs. Darla Fay. The criteria is a student who have aspired to be their best and have shown dedication and commitment to achieving their goals with a positive attitude and a spirit of cooperation. Our two recipients this year are Haley Day and Torque Munchau. I'm now going to call on Mr. Graham Kalo to continue with our award ceremony.
Good morning, everyone. My first award is the Robert Walsh Memorial Scholarship, valued at $500, being presented by Miss Maureen Walsh. This award is to recognize a common football player who has played hard, put others before himself, and is known for good sportsmanship. He's required to exhibit both commitment to the game and his fellow players. This year's recipient plans to attend the U of S College of Engineering. Congratulations, Reese Tom. Our next award is the Rotary Club of Melfort. This award is presented by Deb Dufo and given to someone, a female graduate attending post-secondary education and who has shown leadership in the school and community. This year's recipient plans to attend the University of Regina. Congratulations, Alexis Rice. Our second Rotary Club Award, that also valued at $500, is for a male graduate attending post-secondary and demonstrated leadership in the school and community. This recipient plans to attend the Sports and Recreation Management at the University of Regina. Congratulations, Hudson South. Our next award is the Salvation Army Studies in Social Work, presented by Mrs. Janice O'Brien. This award is to recognize a student pursuing a career in counseling or social work. Congratulations, Keely Hadwin. The next award is the We Collaborate Leadership Award, presented by Ms. Michelle Gordon. These awards are given in recognition of a Canadian multiculturalism. One is designated to a candidate of African, Caribbean, Indian, or Asian descent. The other is designated for a candidate of Indigenous, First Nations, Métis, or Inuit descent. The recipients must have participated in arts, sports, or volunteer activities and demonstrated leadership and good character. Congratulations to both recipients, Elijah Del Mundo and Grayson Cole. The next award is the SGEU 1114, two of them valued at $750, to be presented by Ms. Sheila Jensen. The recipients must have a parent as a member of this local and be attending post-secondary in the fall. Congratulations to both Jada Bird and Haley Day. The next award is the Western Inspiration Award, valued at $750, to be presented by Mrs. Katie Kellington. This award is given to a graduate who has displayed outstanding character in the face of adversity. Our recipient plans to attend the Saskatchewan Polytechnic Heavy Truck and Transport Technician Program. Congratulations, Kira Lummerding. Our next award is the Annette Hankins Memorial Award, valued at $1,000, presented by Mickey Paolo. The criteria is they must be furthering education at a post-secondary institution and is an employee at the Canadian Tire. Our recipient plans to pursue a degree in agriculture. Congratulations, Rich Davila. Our next award is the Betty Burlock Hodge Award, number 1, presented by Mrs. Anna Workham. This is for someone furthering education in post-secondary and a resident of the Melfort area. Our recipient plans to attend the University of Alberta College of Arts and Science. Congratulations, Clark Chester. second Benny Burlock Lodge Award, also presented by Mrs. Anna Workamp, is for someone furthering education in post-secondary and a resident of the Gromlet area. This recipient plans to pursue a degree in the arts and science at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Kira Lasby. And I'd now like to introduce Mr. Tim Johnstone to continue with the awards.
Good morning. It's my honor to finish off the awards. And the first one is on behalf of Ingram and Yaden Accountants Business Awards. There's two of these at $1,000 apiece. They'll be presented by Mrs. Marla Yaden. The criteria is that these awards will be to students with an average of over 80% furthering their education through a program of at least 2 years in duration. Congratulations to both recipients, Peyton Tondell and Lainey Sikoski. Next, we have the Music Parents Association Scholarship of $1,000, and this will be presented by Mr. Adrian Bourgeois. This is awarded to a graduating band student who has participated in the music program for a minimum of 4 years and is enrolled in a band during his or her graduating year. Congratulations to Marco Rickapore. This is for $1,000 and will be presented by Travis McConaughey. This student must attend a post-secondary institution, be actively involved in school and community activities, and be an art or drama student. The recipient plans to attend the College of Arts and Sciences at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations to Macklin Corbett. Next is the Emily Anderson Award for $1,500. This will be presented by Ms. Stacy Danberg. This is awarded to a student pursuing post-secondary training. And this recipient plans to attend the Edwards School of Business at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations to Rachel Siwa. Science Award. This is another $1,500 scholarship. It will be presented by Mrs. Darla Fay. This is awarded to a student going into a field where science plays an important role. This recipient plans to attend the Medical Laboratory Technician program at Saskatchewan Polytechnic. Congratulations to McKenna Clank. Scholarship for $2,000. We have Mr. Dale McCard here today to present this award. This recipient must be enrolled full-time at a Saskatchewan university, college, or technical school in the fall of his or her graduating year. This student plans to take commerce at the University of Saskatchewan. Congratulations, Kaylin Dean. Presented by Celine Weisberg, and these students must be attending Cumberland College in the fall. We have 2 scholarships, each worth $2,000. Congratulations to Andrew Delorme and Logan Inglock. Now we have the Forrest Headland Award in Agriculture. This is a $2,500 scholarship and would be presented by Miss Stacy Danberg. This is awarded to a student continuing their post-secondary education in the field of agriculture. Congratulations to Sophie Biker. Next we have the Sefton Scholarship for $2,500, and that will be presented by Mrs. Katie Kellington. The recipient of this award must be attending the University of Saskatchewan College of Education. Congratulations to Princess Banks. By Mr. Jerry Heffernan. This is given to the student who has achieved the highest academic standing in the last 2 years of secondary education. This average is calculated using all grade 11 and 12 marks listed on the student's official transcript. This student is Congratulations, our graduate of 7C, my homeroom, with an unbelievable average of 98.7%. Congratulations, McKenna Wayne. And now she gets the actual Governor's General Medal. I'll now turn it back over to Mr. Jerry Heffernan.
Before I introduce the valedictorians, please join me in thanking the generosity of our community in providing almost $30,000 in scholarships to Bruce. The MUCC valedictorian is someone who's selected by their peers to represent them at the graduation. To say those final words that will send them off to start the next stage of their life. This year's valedictorian is a wise choice. Although he does have one major flaw, and I'm sure with therapy he can overcome it. I sometimes see him with a Toronto Maple Leafs hat on his head. The reality is, this is a young man of great character. He is well respected by both teachers and his peers, and is a friend to all. His upbeat personality and leadership abilities will serve him very well in life. I'm extremely proud to welcome to the stage our 2023 valedictorian, Mr. Taylor Dean.
Good morning, parents, staff, guests, and lesser than graduates. I'm extremely grateful and honored to be standing here giving this speech representing this outstanding collection of graduating students. First off, holy, we made it. But we did not make it here on our own. Throughout all the years of high school, we have had people looking after us at every turn. I would like to take some time to thank the parents out there. Because believe it or not, they got you to this point. Well, them and ChatGPT. Other individuals that need to be appreciated are the teachers. While I know sometimes you think your science or history teacher may be the worst human to walk this planet, and they are, they looked out for you. MUCC has provided our group with an amazing staff of teachers and other faculty. I know 3 hours of studying or doing homework is not what you want to be doing on a Friday night. But let's be honest, most of us didn't do that. These teachers were much more than big meetings who gave us 20-page texts. They acted not only as educators, but coaches, mentors, and in the very, very rare case, friends. All of the elementary teachers told us that when you get to high school, those teachers will not care about you at all. And if you are not very well behaved, you will be called out. Now, I can only speak for the guys on this, Well, luckily, that theory was proven wrong the second we walked into Mrs. Seltzer. And without a word spoken, you're welcome to the sort of comforting, warm, or dare I even say, hot presence. The intimidating Mr. Austin was an exception, however. If you say one word in his class, you are getting screamed at and never forgiven. Well, pretty much. Looking back at past valedictory speeches, Mr. Austin has been ragged pretty hard, so I'm going to cut the Austin joke short today. I hear I'm supposed to make fun of Mr. Rogers for being a cruel person, but I personally never had him as a teacher, so yeah, he was mean too. Who else do we have? Oh, Mr. Armstrong. Never mind, that's too easy. Ginger. And so to anyone who has supported us throughout our journey, I and we all appreciate you greatly, and we definitely owe you one. So maybe we can come visit you guys in old folks' home soon. Relatively soon. Okay, let's look back to all the fun times when our high school career started. Grade 7, first day, oh boy. September 1st, 2017. I remember walking into this seemingly fortress-like place and thinking, okay, here we go. I'm in the big show now. No more little kid stuff. I gotta step on my game. And I instantly found love. My 30 girlfriends in grade 7 really do still have a special place in my heart. They taught me the life lesson of the value of making mistakes. I think I can speak for everyone when I say we got the big mistakes out of the way in grade 7. High school really made us into rebels. We were given so much power with our own lockers, phones, and access to computers. Let's just say, a lot of us did not use those privileges to the best of their ability. I still remember when we found that photo on the internet of Ryan posing with a peace sign. Within seconds, half the class had Ryan as their computer background, and for some of us, it stayed that way for years. I asked all my fellow classmates what memories or funny and iconic moments you will look back on from your time as a high school student. Here are some of the responses. That funny time when Toby broke his collarbone. Oh, and his leg. When Rachel fell on the track during one of her races and was screaming in pain. Man, that was a funny moment. Now this last one's a little more recent, when a little get-together nearly set a house on fire. Classic. These funny memories really show the loving nature of our grad class. I was extremely honored to be chosen to represent this outstanding group and was very surprised. I believe almost anyone could be standing up here giving this speech and be a perfect representation. Without a doubt, the 2023 MUCC grad class is the GOAT of all grad classes. I mean, we dominated in all sports. Football provincial championship, undefeated. Two of the best senior basketball teams in the province. Back-to-back hockey championships. And go-kart champions. As we were going into the big show high school, everyone was told, you gotta be friends with the kids from the other schools too. That is undeniably what I was most scared of. I was no longer sheltered to only the normal Brunswick kids. I was put in what seemed like cages with the filthy Reynolds and Watford. I suppose I kind of got used to it after a while. But I'm very excited to leave those people and hopefully never see them again.
Not really. Despite our differences, I have made lifelong friendships that I will forever cherish. While we might not all be best friends as a group, as we move on, we can't forget each other. A lot of us will venture off to big cities and think that we're leaving Melford and UCC behind. However, I encourage every one of you to remember this group, and when things get hard, turn to your roots. Webster's dictionary defines friend. Just kidding. This speech is lame, but not that lame. Some days when I walked into this school and it was either extremely hot or freezing, never in between, I was ready to get that diploma and the handshake and walk out of here, never looking back. However, as I'm digging into the past and now standing on this stage, I'm not too sure I want that. This is a very bittersweet end of the road that at times felt like an extremely challenging path and was also at times an easy and rapid cruise. This moment has always felt so far in the future, and realization only started to kick in every week when we would hold up those signs from Princess for the school Instagram that counted down the weeks until graduation. It seems like just yesterday that we were sitting in grade 4, counting the years to find out we would graduate in 2023. We thought that would never come, and when it did, we would for sure be mature, fully grown adults ready to independently take on the world. Well, that didn't happen. Earlier, I said we get the big mistakes out of the way in grade 7, but that's not true. We are going to make large quality mistakes and an extremely large quantity of mistakes. I promise you that. And so, as we are forced to grow up and become mature and better people, don't be so focused on becoming perfect people or striving to never make mistakes, because that is not going to happen. My advice to us graduates is to strive to be the best you can and accomplish that by being yourself. As we move on, everyone is going to tell us how our stories are supposed to go. Don't listen. Do what you want. Be happy, and I promise you, there is nothing you can't get through. For the graduating class of 2023, you are now dismissed.